early on, my main place of training was the University of California, San Francisco. And fortunately, there were a number of women on the faculty there, including a really wonderful mentor of mine, Dr. Connie Wofsy, who kind of set the standard of care for HIV at the very beginning of the pandemic. So I was nurtured by one of the most wonderful women in the world. But at the same time, there were not very many women in the traditional tenure track. And it was a rough road to hoe, because there weren't those kinds of role models. And I was in a profession that wasn't lab-based. Epidemiology is a little bit out of the mainstream of the kinds of professional pathways that were getting tenure at that time. So it was difficult. And I had to persevere through some pretty muddy water there for a while.
So did you develop any good strategies, little tricks of the trade?
Well, here's one I've probably not mentioned to anyone in a long time. That is, when I'm emotional, I tend to get tearful, whether I'm happy or sad or mad. And someone taught me one time that if you don't want to be tearful, you should stick your jaw out. Kind of like that, because something about jutting your lower jaw out, I don't know, it might make it harder for your eyes to tear up. So often I can see myself with this very bizarre expression on my face, but it's because I'm trying to maintain that position of neutrality when in fact I'm feeling pretty emotional.